All right. Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me right now, just say hi in the chat box. I muted all of us so that we can hear ourselves and not be distracted by the background noise. So, if you can hear me, just indicate that you can hear me so I can proceed. All right. Okay. 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 So, today I want to talk to us about this Genesis tech assets. Why do I call why did I tag today's webinar as the Genesis Tech Assets? It's because it came out of the technology that we have today, which is known as the blockchain technology. The blockchain technology is a Genesis technology in the sense that there's never been any kind of technology before it. It's one of its kind. If you trace back to history, you will see that there are similar stuff, like similar technology built on the same kind of language. But there is none that's ever been like the blockchain technology. That is why I call it the Genesis technology, because it's the first and one of its own kind. And like, let me tell you something. This is the best time to be alive. Like, when people, this is the best time to be alive. When people are like complaining about this period, I'm like, if you know how much, if you know how much that is embedded in the blockchain technology, you won't complain, because that is like the blockchain technology is like bringing financial inclusion to people who can access it by a system created by the centralized government. I'm not and information is what makes the difference. Knowledge is what makes the difference. If you know the potential of this technology, if you know the potential of this, and if you don't know the potential of the assets that stems from this technology, you will give it all the time that you have to learn about this technology. Now I'm talking about not just depending on the webinars that I will do, because my role is to show you the way. But to practically, I won't practically like hold you by the hand completely, but I can answer your questions, I can show you the way. But I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of information today than there was last year. I remember sometime last year when I was doing my research about this Genesis technology, and there wasn't much books on it. There was not many books on it. But today, I'm telling you, there are many more books on it, because every single day, people are discovering the boundless nature of this technology. So one of the reasons why I hold few webinars is that I want to show people that this is beyond what you think you know. This Genesis tech is beyond what you think you know. We're talking about we're talking about a technology that have the capacity to give you financial inclusion. Let me tell you something. In just this past week alone, there have been assets, digital assets that we bought, that we invested in, that gave more than 1,000%. In fact, there is no business that you will do. There's no business that you will do that will give you more than 50% in 24 hours. If you get 50% in a month, of course, that's a huge gain for you. But the cryptocurrency system have made it possible that anyone who can access, with the right information, can access financial inclusion from wherever. Now, I lay emphasis on the right information, because I'm telling you, a lot of persons have come into this space without adequate education, without adequate knowledge, and they just dive right into the cryptocurrency space, into the blockchain space, expecting to get results. At the end of the day, they get wrecked and they blame the poor technology. The technology didn't do them anything. If you're going to do and if you're going to invest your money, it's very important that you do the due diligence of study on that stuff, because it will not do you any good to lose your money or to invest in something that you can't even define. That is usually the challenges that I have with people who just dive into stuff. And I understand that that kind of mindset comes from a place of having expecting to put your money somewhere and then get it back, maybe get like 20%, like a Ponzi scheme kind of mindset. So normally I tell people that they should see these assets, these JCS assets, from the point of view of investment. Now, let me just take you back. Let me just take you back to the origin of these JCS assets. If you trace the history of money back to trade by barter, you will see that money has literally evolved from one system to the other, in order to solve a particular money problem. At first, money was trade by barter, whereby it's peer to peer, person to person. I have Gary, you have rice, we just exchange. But then that kind of money had a problem, had a challenge. And in order to solve that challenge, we had metallic money, we had metallic coins, we had gold, we had before we now evolved to paper currency, the fiat currency. Now this made it that each country now have their own central tendency. Just like Nigeria is naira, US is dollars, UK is pounds, and the likes. So money practically evolved in order to solve a problem. And then in order to solve the problem of borders, there came in the use of cards, MasterCards, Visa, and the rest. You can easily, and then people that if you have dollar accounts, you can have some foreign currency and all that. But all that still have limitations and it's not completely borderless. And then in the midst of a lot of economic crash, economic meltdown, these digital assets were bettered to solve the borderless challenge, so that I can comfortably, we can have one currency around the world. Now, if I have Bitcoin in Nigeria, I can use Bitcoin in the US, I can use Bitcoin in the UK, I can use Bitcoin wherever. So one of the most important points I'm laying this evening is that you should not miss this opportunity. You shouldn't, this is a time of our lives that you shouldn't miss. We were in the middle of lockdown, but I'm telling you that some persons, as much as some persons are complaining about the effect of the lockdown, much more persons are enjoying in the midst of the lockdown. Why? Because of the benefit of the Genesis assets. Some persons, of course, still fell victims to Ponzi schemes built around the Genesis tech assets. Because wherever there is a fake, there's always a real one. Whenever there's a real one, somebody will definitely try to build something that is not completely the original. So what helps you to know the difference is simply knowledge and information. Information is so powerful. Information will equip you to know where to put your money and where not to put your money in. So I am telling you, I'm charging you this evening to make sure that you do not miss this time of our life, that you do not miss this period. If you miss 2016, if you miss 2015, if you miss 2017, when Bitcoin go to $19,000, you shouldn't miss this period. And let me show you. Let me show you. There's some coins that, okay. Let me show you. Now look at this coin. this coin, let me just show you in the last, this is one of the coins that gave people lots of profit in a very short time. Now look at let me show you 30 days difference. Just look. This is the last 30 days. In the last 30 days, this coin moved from $0.07, sorry, 0.1 to 0.07, 0.01 to 0.07. It got all the way to 0.07. That is that's more than 600%. And you can get that in just a single coin. In just a single coin, and just in the last 30 days. Now let me show you another one. Let me show you the one that really, really blew my mind Sora. In just a month, this coin moved all the way from $1 to more than $100 for one in just a month. Now, I'm not telling you all those things so that you guys start rushing into this stuff. I'm just trying to show you the potentials of those space. And all these things are centered around information. And not just information, we're talking about the right kind of information. The right kind of information. Now, what is the blockchain technology? What is the Genesis tech? Blockchain technology is a decentralized peer-to-peer technology that is the intrinsic part of cryptocurrencies. Now, this technology is what forms the core part of the cryptocurrencies that we know about today. Now, cryptocurrencies are just a byproduct of this technology, because this technology is just the way you have to make a mistake is where you start thinking that blockchain and Bitcoin are one and the same, or blockchain and crypto are one and the same. No, blockchain technology is the technology that forms Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency. Today, we have close to 10,000 cryptocurrencies out there, and it's not all of them that are profitable in the long term. They might give you profits in the short term, but in the long term, it's not all of them that are profitable. So it's very important that you become part of a community that will tell you what is it, what's worth and what's not. That will help you, equip you with the right information that you need. Because there are lots of coins out there, but it's not all of them that are profitable. And let me show you a coin. Let me show you the power of information. There's a coin that came out recently. It's called YAM. This coin, as of today, is $1.56. This coin went up all the way to $100 a few days ago and crashed all the way to $1, to less than $1. Just because of the impact of one single information. Now, that's another thing that moves the space, the power of information. Just what someone said, the price, the value of this coin went all the way from up and hit rock bottom. But now, that doesn't mean that this coin won't do well in the nearest future. Even better for those who buy it now at $1.56, because it will still go back up and hit that $100. And then whoever that bought at $100 will have to wait for this coin to climb all the way up to get to that $100 to make their profits. So in order to benefit from this Genesis tech assets, you need to know how to buy and sell those cryptocurrencies. You need to know what to do with these cryptocurrencies. There are different things you can do with these cryptocurrencies. Apart from you can trade them, you can buy and sell them within a short-term period. You can buy and sell them in a maybe a very small period, like maybe like a week or 2 weeks. You can buy and sell them within a mid-term period. That's we're talking about 3 months. Or I can buy and sell them within a period of a long term, like long term period, that's 1 year and above. They are very patient holders, are people that will call holders in this space. There are people that know how to hold a coin for a long term, and those ones are the ones that hardly lose. Because if you're going to enjoy the benefits of Genesis tech assets, you have to be someone that knows how to control their emotion. Like I said, the point of this class, of this webinar, is to tell you that you don't have to miss this chance of gaining financial inclusion. You don't have to miss it. And the power that you need lies in information, the right information. And how do you get this right information? You get it by joining the right community. Now, apart from, there's a whole lot. Now, some persons might have the challenge of trying to get a grasp of what this technology is about. Some person might have tried to get a grasp of what technology is about, and they struggle with it. I'm going to tell you that this technology does not just offer you financial inclusion that comes from trading digital assets. You can build a career in this blockchain technology. There are specialists all over the world in one area or the other, creating wealth for themselves also, just by offering a service in the blockchain space. Now, if you pay attention, like I said, the blockchain technology is like the mother, and then crypto is just one of the children. And now each of these crypto now, apart from offering you financial inclusion, it has other things they offer to the world, to different sectors and to different industries in the world. We're talking about the health industry, the supply chain industry, the education industry, the farming industry, just name it. Literally every industry in this world today will benefit from this technology. So even if you're not just buying and selling these cryptocurrencies, you can still create a niche for yourself in just a part of this blockchain technology. I'm talking about, as a writer, you have a space in this technology. As a web developer, you have a space in this technology. What is that service you can offer? There is some place for you. Like I know persons that all they do is just to create content, create written content for these companies. Just imagine if the founder of this cryptocurrency that you're seeing right now, of Yam now, for example, don't mind the name. I know the name looks very ridiculous, but actually it's named after the normal yam, the yam that you eat. Just imagine if the person that created this cryptocurrency now starts hiring. Then we need, most important skills they will need today will include a content writer, a developer, a web developer. They would also need social media manager, they will need community managers and all that. Because the adoption of these things, of these cryptocurrencies, is based on education and information, the power of education and information. If you're still hearing me, kindly indicate and hear me so I can be sure that people are following. Can you hear me? If you can still hear me, say hi and should indicate that you can hear me. All right. Okay. Now, as a skilled person, like personally now, I'm a writer. Apart from crypto, there are tons of other skills that I offer. I'm a writer, I'm a content writer, I'm an audio transcriber, I format ebooks, I publish them online. There are tons of other things I do, digital marketing, name them. Now, each of those skills that I can offer have some place in the blockchain technology that I can fit into. Just in amidst amidst all this, amidst all these things, amidst doing crypto trading and all that, I can also offer my content writing skills. So I'm going to tell you that don't just if don't just keep your eyes on focus on like how much can this thing give me immediately. I know that money is, of course, money is a very good goal, is a very good thing to aim for. But I'm going to tell you that if your sole aim is just on the money, you might end up not being patient enough. Because in cryptocurrency, there are what I call there are risk management and there are portfolio management that you need to put in place, because this is a very volatile system. This space is a very volatile system. It demands your attention to security. If you're someone that don't really, maybe you keep your phone careless, or people easily access your phone, if you're going to be a part of this space, it's very imperative that you become security conscious. Because as much as you want to make money, somebody else is ready to take advantage of your vulnerability online. Okay, so sorry for that breaking transmission. So sorry for that breaking transmission. Very sorry about that. So very sorry for that delay. So as I was saying, if you're going to be in this space, if you're going to be a part of Genesis Tech Assets, if you're going to maximize the opportunity that is there, that lies in this space, if you're going to enjoy all those 100% profit, 1000% profit, 22,000% profit, you have to pay attention to some things, to the rules. You know, the challenges I've seen that people have so far so good is when it comes to principles. People want the results of a process, but they're not willing to go through the process. That's the challenge I have with people. They want to go through, they want to get the results, but they're not willing to go through the process, what is needed. They're not willing to go through, they're not willing to go through the process that is needed for them to get the result they're looking for. So number one thing you should pay attention in this space is security. Do not joke with the security. That is why I lay emphasis on two-factor authentication. You must always make sure that all your exchanges are secured with two-factor authentication. Every exchange, every wallet has some kind of security. If you're using a centralized wallet, always make sure you safeguard what you call your key, your phrases. They're like 12 words or 16 words or 24 words, depending. And then if you're using exchanges, centralized exchanges, always make sure that you do not just rely on your password and your email address to secure your account. You also activate your 2FA from your settings. If you go to your settings, you definitely see a place for two-factor authentication, or it's labeled as Google authentication. So you click it and you go through the process. So you always make sure that you install Authenticator on your phone, and then you activate it on your exchanges. That is another number. That's another security you need to put. You need to impute your this thing. And everybody that's is listening to this thing right now, I'm sure that most of you must have dropped your wallet, your Flash wallet addresses with me, and then your email addresses, because each one of you will get one of the sponsors. Flash Coin is one of the sponsors of this webinar. So they are definitely going to send you some freebies to your wallet. So, and it only goes to those who sent their wallet addresses earlier on with their email addresses, sent as a gift for being a part of tonight's webinar. I know some of you that are already in my free group, I drop free information for you occasionally because I know some persons are still grasping with what this technology is about. So I try to make it very easy for you, share some videos, and also you see the potentials before, and then you choose whether you want to migrate to my premium group. My premium group people get all the juicy details. And then, of course, I try to be nice and share some in the free group. So Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency to ever exist, followed by Ethereum. Bitcoin is the most adopted, and second most adopted is Ethereum. Now, these two are not the most expensive. Let me show you. Let me show you. Think. Look at this coin now. As of today, this coin is more than the price of Bitcoin. And just look at the chart. In the last 30 days, this coin moved all the way from 2,000 USD to 13,000 USD in just 30 days. In just 30 days. That is more than 1,000%. And this coin has just within 30 days, this coin beats the price of one Bitcoin, the yen finance. Now, this is an entire new area, like entirely. So as much as this is the price of this coin, it doesn't make it the most used, the most adopted. The most adopted is still, this is the difference in the past 30 days. The most adopted is still Bitcoin. There are more people holding Bitcoin today than in the last 30 days, than in the last 1 year. And the most adopted is followed by Ethereum. Now, if you look at ranking, let me take you through the ranking. Now, this based on rank, you can see that Bitcoin, followed by Ethereum, followed by Ripple, followed by USDT, followed by, now, this data, because cryptocurrency is susceptible to volatility. Now, when we say we are trading crypto, what we are doing is we are trading the volatility of the coin. That is, when the coin goes down, we buy it. When the coin goes up, we sell off, or we take our profits. Now, of course, there are portfolio management principles for all this. There's a way for you to go about this, collecting your profit. You can collect a profit from a trade without actually closing the trade, because sometimes when you sell off, you close your trade. Remember that your profit is calculated based on your entry price and your exit price. So if you buy very low and sell very high, you get good profit. But if you don't enter in early enough, your profit will not be as high as someone that entered early enough. So you can maintain your entry price and still collect profit from a trade. That's kind of portfolio management that I also teach. It's very simple, but at the same time, if you don't know it, you will really maximize your trade. Now, these are listed based on their ranking, like most adopted, most used case. Now, this coin, where's my beloved link? I think my beloved link has gone all the way down. Now, see my beloved link here. I so much love this coin. I so much love this coin because this coin was a coin we got last year. I know this year in March when it dropped all the way to a dollar well, I think $1.25 in March. But as of today, this coin is about $16. I got all the way to $19 before it dropped again to $16. Now, this is all about patience. So when I bought in March now, would have maybe told them, I say, this coin not moving anywhere, so give me profit. But just waiting between March and now will have given you over 1,000% just for waiting. That's why I want to urge you that if you're going to enter into this space, if you're in this space, you should have a mindset of investment. If you buy a piece of land, you won't sell off that land because if you buy it today, you can't just sell it off in 1 month. It's not possible. You're seeing that land as a long-term investment. Even if you're spending your last cash, it's not going to occur to you before you will sell that land to use the money. You must know that it's just your last option. That's how you should treat these assets. If you buy a coin and you know, based on research, based on information, this coin will give you profit, and this I know already giving you profit, wait for it. Because I'm telling you that the way this space is safe, you end up buying, you end up selling the coin today, and next week you see that coin going up. I'm telling you because it happens to me. Out of impatience, I sold one coin, and then the next 2 days, the coin was more than 100%. And then I started wishing, oh God, if I let my coin go, I will have had this amount, and that was kind of thing. So you will be in this space. You have to apply the utmost patience. You have to be someone who likes information. So even on your own, you use your Google search engine very well. You use this app, this coin market cap very well. You use the other one, CoinGecko, very well. And you check these things out yourself. You read up on the website. I know these days people really have this thing against reading, but I'm telling you that information is all you need. The right information can change your life forever. Is the truth. See, I'm a typical example of what the right information can do for you. It's not about, somebody just come and say, okay, Vicky, what can I be doing to earn money? And when you not mention, this is what you have to learn, this is what you have to do, they all run away. But you have to give your time. You have to give time to process. You have to give time to learning. You have to give time to education, learn about these things. If not, you're going to get wrecked. And especially in this space that any wrong move can make you lose your money. As much as you can gain, you can also lose the value of your coin. Now, what I always do is that I recommend coins that even if the prices drop, it's not a reason for panic. All you have to do is wait it out. Just wait it out. It's just surprising that all of us reach December, and then you will wish that you had waited and didn't take that rash decision instead of the coin that you bought pretty early. So this is I'm going to show you like the potentials of these Genesis Tech assets. If you don't have another misconception people have about this thing is that they feel that you have to always be in front of your system, watching these things and all that. You don't have to do that. In fact, I have persons that have very busy crazy schedule, and I always tell them that you can invest in this thing and go your way and not a profit. It's just a matter of setting 1 2 things in place, and then you enter into a trade and you go about your life activities, and then when it sells off, you have both your capital and your profits for yourself. You don't have to. It's just a simple method they can apply. It's not like forex that you probably have to like first sit down and look at it and then take a profit and then close your trade for the day. These coins they are buffers. Exchanges have different buffers. Let me just take you through some exchanges. Now, these are a list of different exchanges that are available based on their last 24 hours volume. We're looking at exchanges and their different exchanges that are available. What are exchanges? Exchanges are platforms where you can buy and sell these cryptocurrencies. Now, here's one of them. One of them is OKX. I'm one of the trading partner. So OKX. So you hear me talk about OKX a lot because, of course, I'm one of the trading partners. Now, let me take you through OKX. This is OKX is an exchange, just like every other centralized exchange. they have buffers that helps you trade. You buy and sell on OKEX. Another one is you can do that on is Binance. Now, based on that 24 hours volume, of course, Binance is ranking high. We have Binance. We have Binance, and we have other ones, BTC and all that. So an exchange is practically just simply a place where you buy and sell this crypto. So before you use any exchange, make sure you know the simplest, at least how to use the spot market. Don't venture into futures. Don't venture into leverage. Don't venture into margin trading. Don't venture into any other thing unless you've learned how to use them. The easiest a newbie can be a part of in crypto trading is spot trading. Spot trading is very simple for a newbie. You hardly lose money with that. As long as you enter, you follow the signals being given to you from my signal room, or from if you're home from a community, signal, you follow the signal, you buy, you place yourself, and then you're good to go. Now, if you look at this, I just touching this now. This coin, this exchange, it's the exchange. It's owned by a football team. If you're backer, within this exchange, you see all kinds of, even football teams are entering into cryptocurrency. Some of them are already having their own cryptocurrencies, and they trade it on Chili's. Now we also have just like the one of the sponsors of this webinar, which is Flash. This Flash. This Flash. This is one of the sponsors of this webinar. So for those, like I said earlier, this Flash is just this one of the cryptocurrency. One of the use cases of this cryptocurrency is that it's very fast. It's very fast. Transactions are very, very fast. That's why the tagline is "Go faster," very, very fast. You know, one of the challenges that we have that is affecting scaling in the blockchain technology is that the more people are coming into cryptocurrency space, the more there is traffic on the network, the more it takes time to confirm transactions. So different cryptocurrencies are creating systems that will aid faster transactions, because if crypto is going to beat their mainstream competitors like the MasterCard, like Visa Payment Network, like Flutterwave and the rest, if it's going to beat them, it has to have a way to confirm transactions faster than, at least close to the mainstream payment systems, payment gateways. So the likes of Flashcoin, Litecoin, and Ripples and the rest are trying to solve this challenge. It was very easy to confirm transactions 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 7 years ago. But now we have more persons doing this crypto thing today than we had 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and 10 years ago. So one of the things that you can get from Flash is swift payment. Like I'm talking about literally in seconds, you get your Flash, and it's a merchant coin. You can easily get your payments with this Flash. So so far so good. Are people following what I'm saying? Do you have a question I can clarify? And what I'll do is I will show you how to place a simple trade on OKEX exchange, and then I'll drop two coin recommendation that you can buy. The other thing is that the part of cryptocurrency today that's DeFi, that's decentralized finance, which is maybe the way cryptocurrency was created. So if you have any questions before I proceed, you can drop your questions so that I can answer them. My network. Okay. Can you hear me? Are you sure it's my network? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So where do I start from again? Start explaining. So it's thing about what I said. People didn't really hear me well. Then that's what it means. Okay, just answer this question. Okay, Flashcoin is just another cryptocurrency. One cryptocurrency. One of the sponsors of this webinar. So they'll be giving us some free flash to those who shared their addresses. All right. So to those that share their flash addresses and their email addresses. So let me just skip to the part where I explain how to use OKX Exchange. I'm very sorry that you guys didn't hear the bulk of what I was saying at some point. It was very good that my network was clear. Okay, now this is OKX Exchange. This is OKX Exchange. There's some terminologies that you will come in contact with in this cryptocurrency space. The more you use this, you participate in this space, you will learn some terms. Sometimes when you encounter any challenge or you hear a word that you don't know, please just try and Google it. Google is your friend, literally your friend. So try and Google some of these things. Try and Google some of these things. We have this is OKX Exchange, a place where you can buy and sell your cryptocurrency. Now, imagine if the market has been bearish today. One of the terms you hear here in this space is bullish and bearish. Bullish means the market is green and everywhere is nice. People are on profit. Bearish means everywhere is red and people are the valuation of people's portfolio is dropping. Now, what do you do in a bearish market? What you should do in a bearish market is you convert, either you wait for it to ride out, because no season in crypto is stagnant, like it's same. It always changes. Like today it can be bullish, tomorrow it can be bearish. What you should do in a bullish market is to take your profit. What you should do in a bearish market is to look for coins you can buy. Never buy the top. I'm sharing some portfolio management tips so to help you. Never buy a coin that's because you are seeing a very beautiful red candle on top of it. Let me use one coin for example. Let me use phone. Now look at this coin. This coin is a good time to buy this coin from BTC. It's one of these coin I'm recommending for profit between now and December. Like this would have been a longest time to buy this coin. But buying this coin at this point is a good time to buy, because if you look at it, just compare the if you compare the lowest points, you're talking about here and here, you will see that you have chances of making at least 50%. This is a 1-day chart, 1-day candles. Now this green red thing are called Japanese candles. They are called Japanese candles. So the green represents bullish, the red represents bearish. So you can use it to know in a single candle contains the price of a cryptocurrency at that time frame. We have open and close, high and low. All right. So take for example now, you have some funds. I will share my link to this exchange in the group when I'm done with this class. So you sign up. Like I said, occasionally, once in a while, I might drop 1 or 2 free coins for you. Or but if you really want to enjoy the full benefits, you have to join the premium group. So you have to buy this coin. Now all you have to do is come to this, sign up on the OKX exchange, and then when you sign up, you you just make sure you deposit BTC. When you deposit BTC, every cryptocurrency, every wallet has a unique address. So don't make sure you don't send it to a wrong address. So when you deposit, it will appear in funding, and then you transfer it to your spot account. When you transfer it, you come to the market, you look for a coin that you're looking for, like fund, for example. You come to buy, and then you put the price you want to buy at. I always give you entry price and selling point. So you put your buy price, and then you put what you want to buy, and then click buy. And since it will sell, you put the price you want to sell at, and then you put the quantity you want to sell at, everything 50% and 5%, and then you click sell. That is easy peasy. It's very simple to buy, such a buy and sell. Where the wahala go day is when you start diverting into all these other parts. All these other parts, features, options, that's where challenges are going to be. And as I said, do not venture into what you're not so sure about. Sports can be done by almost anybody. And sport is enough to give you as much financial inclusion as you want. Remember, in crypto, the higher risk means higher chances of you losing your funds. So it's better for you to comfortably stay in the medium or the low risk region, like the spot trading, and then maximize your profits from there. So do you have any questions so far? Have you had any challenge? I want to attend to some questions. If any challenge you've had so far, so good. Ever since you hearing about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or anything, or Tron, because I heard that latest crypto now they're building stuff around is Tron. The lockdown period was Ethereum, now it's Tron. But it doesn't mean that all these coins are bad. It just means that the people are creating platforms around them, and then if you don't do your adequate research, you might end up falling for the wrong platforms. So if you ever encountered any challenge or question or anything in the crypto or blockchain space, I would like to address that. And I'll do a pre-recorded video on how to build a blockchain career, because there are persons I know that they're not even trading. All they do is just to work for one exchange, either as an ambassador, a Telegram group manager, a community manager, a social media manager, a web developer, and they end up to 10,000 USD. Yes, that's very possible. This book can pay you up to that amount. So if you have any challenge, let me handle your questions right now. Okay, Jenny's concepts. You can send me a DM on WhatsApp for us to talk about how much my premium group is. You can DM me. I'll tell you. For Abu, which of the coins are you asking for? Abu, which of the coins are you asking for? Okay, the best wallet to use. Some persons will recommend blockchain wallets, but then if you're not very careful with blockchain wallets, you might lock yourself out. But so there are two kinds of wallets. We have the hot wallet and the cold wallet, and then the paper wallet. What is hot wallet? Hot wallets are wallets that have direct connection to the internet. Like for you to open it, you have to use internet access. Like it's directly connected to the internet. Cold wallets is that they're like Flash. I don't know if you heard about Ledger Nano. Ledger Nano wallets. Those are like one of the safest wallets to have. If you can afford it, fine and good, because it is not directly, it's hardly hackable. For someone to hack it, you have to, it's like a flash drive. You have to connect it to your system and then briefly connect it to the internet and then access whatever you want to access and pull it out. So cold wallets are highly hackable. And that's like the best wallet or paper wallet. But you can also use hot wallets. Hot wallets like we have under hot wallets, we have what we call custodial and non-custodial wallets. What do I mean by custodial wallet? I'm trying to give you the information you need. Then I'll give you the examples of all of them. It still boils down to your choice anyway. In a custodial wallet means that you're not the one in charge of your keys or retain your security. Maybe the wallets on some exchanges, for example. You can, when you lose your access to those wallets, you can send an information to the support system, and then they will attend to you. But not custodial wallet, for example, we have trust wallets, we have atomic wallets. Those ones, they are decentralized in the sense that your access to them is not email and password. When you use to access them, what we call your backup phrase. That backup phrase, if you lose them, you lose access to that your wallet. So it's very important you keep those words that they gave you, because they will tell you plainly. Make sure you write them down somewhere. So normally you can save them using your cloud saving devices. You're talking about like Google Keep, like your Color Note, like a Google Drive, your Telegram saved messages, or you write them down somewhere. We have a jotter. If you're going to say this page, I'm going to have a jotter where you write down things. If not, if you forget something as like your security key or your backup phrase, you won't have access to your funds. So you can use Trust Wallet to save your funds. If you want to use blockchain, make sure you're going to be very careful. Be sure of what the password is. Be sure of where you keep your backup phrase. If not, as simple as that, you just lose your phone, access to your phone, and there's nobody you can call. There's no hardly any support you can say, okay, help unlock my account for me. So you can use Blockfolio. There's a wallet, you can use crypto.com wallet. There's a wallet to just make sure that second layer of security is activated. I can't tell you, okay, yeah, just like best wallet per se, because each of them have a way to keep your funds safe. But personally, I use Trust, Blockfolio, crypto.com, and the rest. I just make sure I diversify my assets across several platforms. It's not in one place. So I won't say this is here, because that's another security measure. You don't keep everything in one place. I don't just trade in one exchange. I use Binance, I use KuCoin, I use Hotbit, I use OKEx, I use, name them, I use HitBTC, I use IndoX, and you just spread across. So in usage, you know, like, okay, just make sure that security is the most important thing. That's it. Can it keep your coin safe? So if you're going to keep a coin for a long term, use non-custodial wallet like Atomic Wallet or Trust Wallet to keep those coins. Those ones, before anyone can access them, they will have to have your backup phrase. They don't use email and password. They use those backup phrase as for protection. So any other question? Mr. Chukwebuka, did I answer your questions correctly? Are you satisfied with the answer that I gave? All right, so any other question? Any other question? So you can buy SC and FUN on OKEx. You can take profits between now. It's going to give you more than 100% between now and December. But note that the 100% is not like a one-time like poof up to 100%. It can go up like 20-30% and come down again 20-30%. You have to learn how to collect profits and all that. I have some videos on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is type Valucop. If you type VALUCOP, you'll see some videos that would help you put you through on some of these exchanges or things that you need to do to maximize your profit. But then if you want one-on-one coaching, if you want the extra premium benefits, you have to sign up for my premium group and all that. So I want you to think at the back of your mind, always think investments. Don't think sharp, snappy profit. That way you can manage your emotions properly, and then you will know how to, because many persons out of panic, they hear 1000%. So it's not as if crypto cannot give you all these percentages, so, but these percentages are for those who know how to maximize the market well. Because in the same market, someone will dive right in and lose. In the same market, someone will dive right in and then make 1000%. In the same market, someone will dive right in and make 500%. Like BTRS was this weekend coin, a coin that we got this weekend, just a few days ago, and the coin gave over levels. The coin gave up to more than 500% in just a matter of a few days. Now within that same coin, there were persons that didn't even make profit out of it, and there's some persons that struggled with it. So it's all about management. It's going to be it goes to favor some people, those that have practiced and gotten good enough knowledge and follow instructions too. So always ask questions, do your due diligence and all that. So any more questions, I'll answer it. You can also there's some DeFi tokens on OKEX that you can also hold for long term. We have ZRX, there's ZRX, and there's which other one? I think, let me see, these coins here. Okay, so yeah, but ZRX is a very good coin for long term. Even this Curve, Lend, DIA, SRM, they are DeFi coins and they are good coins. So any questions? Okay, Akmanu, do you have a question?
Yes, please.
All right, what's the question?
You just mentioned DeFi coins. The question is, technically or less illegally, what are the requirements to have it to create a DeFi coin?
To create one.
What are the requirements to create one? I mean DeFi coins.
To create one or to buy? You want to create one for yourself?
I'm just saying, supposing one wants to create one for yourself. Supposing you want to create one for yourself. Let's say Valucop want to go into DeFi. I'm just saying, I'm asking for a question. Now,
I get. That's a very pretty technical question, because that's a whole different ballgame. Creating coins is just a total different ballgame. Okay. Entirely. Yes, you can create coins. You can create Ethereum-based coins. You can create ERC20 coins. Definitely. In fact, there are people that are very specialized that know how to do that. Just like I said, you can have if you have that skill, if you know how to create a coin, all those people can pay you money to create coins for them. It's very possible, but that's a whole different ball game entirely. And most of them are built. Most of these coins are built on Ethereum. They're built on Ethereum.
Only on it, because recently, I can hear you now. Recently, Justin Sun made a very yes about Tron, that more DeFis are coming up on Tron. Is it that means that DeFi can also be DeFi coins or tokens can be built on Tron blockchain, right?
Okay, Let me something. Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
Okay.
Cryptocurrency, is divided into several based on whatever they are bringing to the table. Do you get? Yes, they can be built on Tron. Do you get? They can be built on Tron, DeFi. When you say DeFi, it means decentralized finance. It also means that it's the core part of blockchain, it's the core part of crypto. Initially what we had before now is basically crypto being traded on centralized exchanges. But as it started evolving, we started having, DeFi started coming into being because that's actually the main reason why crypto was created. Nobody's supposed to control how much you can make per time. Nobody's supposed to control how do I put it now, your keys and your private keys and all that. That's why you have, I'm very sure you must have heard about Uniswap. Uniswap, you don't need login, you know about Uniswap?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, Uniswap is a decentralized platform. You don't need email addresses, you don't need anything. All you have to do is just go there and swap your token with Ethereum, and then you get the other token.
With fee.
Because it costs you gas fee. You get swap your DeFi coins. All DeFi coins that listed there on Uniswap.
Okay.
So now these cryptocurrencies are divided based on what they're offering. Like Bitcoin now, for example, offers what we call pure currency. Now Ethereum is called it's not a platform coin, followed by that Tron. Do you understand? When they call it a platform coin, it means that you can build on them.
Okay.
So if Justin Son is saying that yes, bringing out modesty, it's because they're trying to, it's a platform where you can create other stuff on it. Like Ethereum now, you can build centralized applications on Ethereum. As long as you can buy and sell Ethereum. Ethereum is also forms the core part of most centralized applications that we have today. Down to some of the what do you call it? Cryptocurrencies. When you see ERC20, it means that they are built on Ethereum.
It's okay. I understand those ones.
Right,
thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Okay, yeah. You're welcome. Any more questions? Anyedi, can you hear me? I should that's from my own end. Can you hear me now? Okay. So any more question? Any more question that I can attend to right now? Yes. Any more question? Any more question about crypto, about blockchain, about just this is an opportunity for you like ask your questions because it might be a while before I do something like this. I'll totally face those in my premium group and give them my attention. So this is an opportunity to ask questions and then we'll handle it. Any questions? 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 All right, no questions. Okay, so every one of you who have sent their email address.
I have a question.
Okay.
Now the question, I have Tron and I want to buy that fund coin on OKX. Can I move my Tron? Or do I need to swap it first to BTC before I move it to the OKX exchange?
Okay. Now, when you want to trade, there's what we call BTC pair.
Yes.
Sometimes when some people ask questions about whether they can do like what you just asked now, all you have to do is to type, just go to the market. Okay, let me show you.
No, no. What I mean is, I don't have BTC, but I have Tron.
I get,
Definitely,
I get,
I have to
I get.
transfer. Okay.
I get your point. I get your point. I'm just trying to tell you that for further other coins or anything that you want to do, to know if you have, like, all you have to do is just come here and type TRX. Now, look at these are coins that you can. These are coins that you can trade with
Oh,
against TRX.
yeah, it's okay.
Let me cancel. TRX is the short form for Tron, right?
Yes.
Right. So maybe you want to buy. Which coin do you want to buy now?
I have a Tron, but I mean, because I want to buy
I
that the
mean,
coin you just
do you want
mentioned
to
now.
buy a coin?
The one you mentioned on this
You mean
booklet.
like fun, for example? For
Yes.
fun, like fun, for example, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now look at this thing. Let's just check fun. I'm just trying to show you how to know whether you can do that. You look for, sorry, you type fun. Now, if you, as you can see now, it's only what we
BTC.
have here is just BTC pair. Do you get? Which means you can only buy fun here with BTC. Now, if you can buy with TRX, which is strong, it would have shown here. Same
Okay.
thing with other exchanges. Do you understand? So all you have to do is when you come to that exchange, you type the name of the coin you want to buy and see what are the available pairs. If
Okay.
the pair that you have, if it's USDT, which means you have to convert what you have. You maybe have BTC now, for example. You have to convert your BTC to USDT for you to be able to buy the coin. So like right now that you have, say you have Tron, let me see. Let me see. Now look at, you have to send your Tron. You have to send your Tron and then sell it off. Do you get?
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yes, I know.
You send your Tron to OKEX, once you sell it off so it can convert to BTC.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I understand. Yeah.
All right,
So
so
instead of going through this process, just for me to swap it inside Tron wallet, swap Tron to BTC, and then move my BTC down to
okay,
OKX.
fine, even better. It even save you some maybe trading fee or something. Any other question? Is there something about career?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. This is Anedi. I asked about the career thing. Can you throw more light on it?
All right. Okay. Like I said, the blockchain space is a very big space. The very big space. The problem we have is limiting it to just crypto. Crypto is just one part of it. So now there are persons who are in this space, even in the crypto space itself, and they are doing normal jobs. It's like leveraging on what is available today. Just like how do I put it now? If you go online, if you go to Google search engine now and type the most relevant skill today, you'll see blockchain as part of it, you know, number one. And on the blockchain now, there are skills you can deploy on the blockchain. We have you can be a blockchain, you can be a business developer for an exchange or for a blockchain organization. You can be a social media manager. All you have to do is what are the skills I can offer. It's just a matter of you channel it that to blockchain. Like you already have the skill as a social media manager, so you not offer it to a blockchain company. The places you can find jobs. Just go to crypto jobs. I think okay, cryptojobslist.com. Yeah. Or DeFi.jobs. If you go to DeFi.jobs, you will see and then can you hear me? Hope I'm clear.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. If you go to defi.jobs, you will see the most updated job even today that's available. And the most interesting about these jobs is that they pay well. Like social media manager now, what do you have to do? You don't have to do much. Like if you have that skill already on knowing how to create social media content, manage Twitter, manage LinkedIn, manage Facebook pages, they don't even expect you to post the content every day of the week. You can do as 2 times in the week, depending. And what they pay you, they can pay you minimum of $100 a month. That's 40K for doing what exactly? For do something for just 30 minutes of your time in a day. Just 30 minutes. It might not be up to 30 minutes. Because most of these organizations now, they're building brand awareness. They're trying to build brand awareness using social media because now social following is one of the things that increases your ability to make more revenue. The more persons know about what you're offering, the more chance of people engaging in these things. So there are skills you can offer, and the most interesting thing is that you can easily learn these skills online. It's not even what I teach people in within my brand. Like I said before, it's not just the little I do. Whatever I know how to do, I can teach it also. I have some brands that I offer some other skills to social media management, name it content writing, and all that. So you can pick one. Community management is very in community management. All you have to do is make sure that people that are joining the community for that blockchain or for that crypto that they are well attended to. So which means you have to know if you come into that brand, you have to know what is about the brand. So you can ask people's questions. That's what you do. Guiding people along. When people have questions, you really want to attend to them. So all these things they can easily do because from the comfort of your room without issues.
Sorry, what did you call that last? What did you call that last skill?
Community
The last
management.
one is community management.
Yes. Just
Okay.
Google it, you see what they do, you see what they offer. So that you live more expansively what they do. And one of the skills that you find, if you go to that defi.jobs now, you can type community management, that you see some platforms that are looking for people like this. Or you go to, I think on Twitter too, you can find one or two handles that some of these like they're like middlemen in between you and those people offering those jobs. So they just tell you the opportunity here, you can apply. I'm telling you that I know persons that have those jobs. They don't really trade. All they do is just offer their services to these brands, either as a social media manager, community manager. Then if you're someone that can develop, do web development, even as a graphic designer too. If you can design, you can do graphic design. They're looking for people like that. And this is, like I said, it's a genesis technology. So it's not as overpopulated as some other sectors or industries. There's opportunities here. Opportunities are just littered all over blockchain. So even if you don't want to trade, you can pick a skill. If it's graphic design, in fact, the easiest of them all to me is that social media management / community management / Telegram manager. Imagine just managing your job role, just manage a Telegram group, finish. Just make sure that people are properly responded to, and you get paid. You get paid. And at times, they can even upgrade your payment over time. About 50, 200, up to $1,000 per month, which is more than what you get on a typical job, whereby you wake up every day and then you go to work in the morning, come back very stressed in the evening. But this one you do for the comfort of your room, for the comfort of your. The beautiful thing is that it's for the comfort of your smartphone. You might not even need a laptop for it. And these people I used to do this job, people I know personally. It's not as if I heard it somewhere. That people I know personally are doing these things. They hardly even trade. They earn by just doing these services. And it's all part of the whole crypto thing. And most people are not aware of it. That's just the thing. Most are not aware of it. Just get a little skill and get paid for it. Am I clear enough?
Yes, you are. I'm hearing you.
Right.
Thank you so much. That was a good one.
All right, you're welcome. So, any more questions? Any more questions? So, if there are no more questions, I will just, I think I'll call it tonight. If you want any more, there are other videos that I did for my previous classes that will make available and all that. And those are missed this one. And even though I didn't really care clearly, you get the recording too. So for the part that you missed. So thank you very much for being a part of tonight's class. And the group is still there. If you have any more questions, drop them in the group and I'll attend to them also. All right. Good night. Good night.